Alright, welcome guys to my Let's Play of Rosewater Demo. Welcome to Rosewater Demo. This demo is a work in progress. Rosewater features multiple paths, puzzle solutions, all that fun jazz. So if you get stuck, there may be another approach. Thank you for playing and enjoy! Francisco Gonzalez. Wait, no, that's an easy name to pronounce. Why am I struggling with that? Developer. Anywho, hello guys! Welcome to my Let's Play of Rosewater Demo. Now if you're like, Pa, another demo. I mean, it's been a while. Yes, another demo. It's been a while. It's been a good couple weeks since I played a demo. Don't judge. There's good games coming out. So this game got my attention on the Twitter feed for multiple reasons. One, on the Twitter feed of the developer, he mentions the animations on rotoscoping. Love me some rotoscoping and animation and pixel work. Like, those are my three favorite things to see in a video game. Rotoscoping, love to see. If you guys don't know what rotoscoping is basically, so let's say you film a cat cleaning its butt. I don't know, it's the first thing that came to my mind. You're filming a cat cleaning its butt. And then you take that clip and you reanimate each frame. Excavation of Hobbs Barrow, if I remember correct, did that. Sorry, I'm really trying to remember. And this game, and a bunch of other games. And Scanner Darkly is well known for rotoscoping. The old Lord of the Ring animated movies, The Hobbit as well was rotoscoped. I'm trying to remember what else was all used rotoscope. Snow White, actually, back in the day, used some rotoscoping, I believe, for specific scenes, like where there's a lot of animation and dancing. I believe it was rotoscoped. That kind of animation. If you're curious, like, the best place to check out rotoscoping stuff, obviously this game. As well as Excavation Hobbs Barrow. But yeah, Scanner Darkly is a perfect example of rotoscoping. Especially, I wouldn't say nowadays. That film is old, which makes you cry a little, because I'm ancient old. And anything nowadays that I think of, and then I stare at my child and I'm like, oh damn, any of the stuff that I know, it's gonna be ancient old to you. Oh, I feel very ancient old. Anyway, I'm rambling. The other thing that got my attention about this is the fact this lovely gentleman who's creating Rosewater also created the Ben Jordan series. Holy pickles, I've not heard that game series in ages, man. I remember watching her crabbiness play the Ben Jordan Paranormal Investigation series ages ago, and they were good. I didn't have time to play them because I think I was in university, so I had to do a lot of studying in that. But like, oh, it's been a while since I've heard about those games. Like, oh, jeez, yeah. Yeah, and especially her crabbiness playing, like, it's been a long time, but yeah, I remember watching her Let's Plays on the Ben Jordan series, and it's surprising to hear the creator of this game and, Ben Jordan. Twitter has been nice for information. And lastly, the game that I may be playing as a full Let's Play, lets me be a, terrible detective and make bad choices, and apparently I could punch people. I mean, not word by word, but the Twitter said that, like, you could punch a racist police officer, and my brain went to, like, I could be the worst detective ever. It was mentioning too that you can make bad choices, but be the worst detective ever, and I'm like, I'm gonna try out your other game as a Let's Play, and I'm gonna be the worst detective ever. Like no one ever was. I'm rambling though. Let's try the Rosewater Demo. I apologize. I tend to ramble. Yeah. So let's start.
Huh. Quiet.
Howdy, ma'am. Allow me to extend the warmest of welcomes on behalf of the town of Rosewater and its inhabitants. Folks call me Jim, and who do I have the honor of greeting?
Harley Leger.
Delighted to make your acquaintance. Might I assist you with your luggage? That is, if you've got any.
I don't.
Ah, right. Well, what brings you to our fair town, Mrs. Leger?
I'm here for a job. I'm just passing through. That's none of your business. You know what? That's none of your business.
None of your beeswax. Take a hike.
Oh, come on. I'm just doing my job.
I'm gonna write for the Rosewater Post and Publishing Company. What job? Annoying people. Okay, I can't. Oh, I want to. You know what? Let's get prepared for the next Let's Play. Let's be a jerk.
And what job is that? Official town pain in the neck?
Jeez, lady, did a snake bite you where the sun don't shine? I'm the town greeter. Figured that much was obvious.
Uh-huh. Look, I have an appointment to keep, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, sure. Don't stick around on my account, but a small caution. Rosewater ain't always such a sleepy little town.
Hey!
Say, I've just remembered another engagement.
This how you welcome new arrivals? I have a mind to give you a thrashing. All right, enough of that. Look, I was no choir girl.
But never got caught. Never cried as much, but I was never quite so dumb, yes.
But I at least had some brains. Word of advice, kid, don't pick your mark in broad daylight, especially not at a lawman's doorstep. Go on, beat it, or I really will give you something to cry about. Now, where in the ether is that damn publisher's office?
All right. Walk and interact. Left click. Or quick exit for double. Inventory right click. Menu escape. Show hotspots H. Oh, hello. Hello. Goodbye. Goodbye, person. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, let's look around. We can go to the sheriff's office. Hello, gentlemen. Goodbye, gentlemen. We can go back the way we came from. Let's do a great escape. Let's go. We're done with this town. Let's get going back home. Oh, never mind. Oh, I guess I just can't leave. Sheriff's office? Let's go.
Howdy, stranger. Fresh off the train?
Yes, sir.
Come on in then. Let's have a chat. I'm Sheriff Gamble.
Harley Leger.
Pleasure. Just passing through, or?
I'm here about a job.
Well now, that's refreshing. Few come to Rosewater these days with the intent of staying long. How are you finding our town?
Nice place. Very picturesque. The welcome community leaves a lot to be desired. Frankly, it sucks. Ooh, I want to pick the third option, but he may throw me in jail. Let's do the second one. Oh, I really want to do this one. This is so... No.
Truth be told, it isn't worth a fart in a whirlwind.
Oh, well, everybody's got a right to their opinion. It ain't New Britannia or El Presidio, but Rosewater's got its fair share of charm. And again, a train station's just across the way. Nobody's keeping you here.
Ooh. Oh, he didn't like that. Yes, I did click the third one. It was a struggle, but I did. All right, let's look around. I do like the fact the cursor lights up. That's a nice touch. Oh, look at, ask about, look at.
Doesn't look too comfy, but I guess that's the point. Does this cell see much use?
Nah, not really. Well, that's fine by me. The less I have to clean out that pot, the better.
Those are some stern-looking ladies. Hey, Sheriff?
Hmm?
Who are the people in this photo?
Those are my sisters, Lord bless them. Beulah's a real firebrand. She'd smack you across the face soon as look at you. She did to me plenty. Mary was always my favorite. The trouble we used to get into when we was kids. Sadie died a few months after this picture was taken. I'm grateful to have this to remind me of her smile.
Man, that animation of him going from standing to chair, that is so smooth. Let's look at the bottom image.
Not a bad view.
And I guess we'll ask about it.
Hey, Sheriff,
Yes, ma'am?
what's this photo of?
That's a view of Colchester, where I grew up. The winters were so cold, people's sentences would hang in the air for days. It ain't exactly a metropolis, but it's got character. My folks still have a ranch there. Been meaning to pay 'em a visit.
What else? Is this a separate thing? I'll find out.
Doesn't look too comfy, but I guess that's the point.
Okay, we can't look at the pot. I feel like there's actually a proper name to them. I could be wrong. Sorry, my mom used to, well, kind of still does. She used to collect antiques and, we used to go on, check out antique shows and antique stores and whatnot. It's chamber pot. That's the word I'm thinking of. Oh my god, I think that's it. I could be wrong, but yeah. Anywho. Pa ramble. Let's look at everything else.
Looks like a pretty rough sort. This fellow still at large?
Yep, but I reckon he's left the province.
A lawman with a license? Guess Rosewater isn't so uncivilized after all. Does this license mean you went to sheriff's school?
No, it means I was officially elected to the position by the people of this town. The paper is really just a formality.
Let's look at the list, or the eyeball thingy. Look at.
Reminder, confiscated items to be placed in the box below.
Oh, interesting.
A plain leather bag. Wonder what's inside. What's in the bag?
Oh, that's a set of lockpicks I confiscated from a would-be burglar.
Huh. I feel like we may need those at some point. Maybe not in the demo, but at some point. I like to look at the butterflies.
I wouldn't have figured the sheriff for a naturalist. Fancy yourself a lepidopterist?
Ha! Hardly. Picked that display up from a passing rag and bone man. But I like when the sun shines on their wings just so. Real thing of beauty.
Okay. I guess we can talk to him. We still have the horseshoe and the gun rack to look at. Let's talk to him.
Hey, Sheriff?
What can I do you for?
For the top.
Just how long have you been the sheriff here anyway?
Oh, couple years now. Like most everyone else, I came to Rosewater in '48, when we thought the hills were full of Orem. Except I stayed when it turned out they weren't.
You were a prospector?
Yep, but it turns out lawman was a more stable career.
A man in your position must have plenty to say about the town he serves.
Suppose that's true. You don't seem to think much of the place, so I don't know why you're asking. But a stroll down Main will tell you most everything you need to know.
Thanks for the chat, Sheriff.
Come back anytime, if you decide to stick around, that is.
Dun dun dun. Alright, let's look at the gun rack.
Impressive collection. Hey, Sheriff? What's the story with these guns?
Now these are standard issue repeaters, pretty powerful rifles. Thankfully, I've yet to use one in the line of duty. Wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of one of these.
What a peculiar decoration. Hey, Sheriff,
Miss Leger?
why have you got a horseshoe hanging above the door?
Glad you asked. My grandpappy told me a story about a blacksmith who was visited by the devil. The devil asked the smith to make him a horseshoe for his own hoofed feet, you see. So, the blacksmith took a red-hot horseshoe and nailed it straight onto one of his hooves. The devil howled out in pain. He begged the blacksmith to take it off again. The smith agreed, but on one condition. The devil must always respect the horseshoe and never enter any place where one is hung above the door. Hell of a story, wouldn't you say?
Interesting. I know they're a sign of good luck. I wonder if that's true for like other places. Like not the good luck, but the whole protection for the devil. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I may be looking too much into it. Let's get out of here. Okay, so basically we gotta check Maine. Alright, can I enter every single place? Ooh, pothole.
I hope that isn't the town water supply.
What else? Let's look at this.
Looks sturdy, but there's some rot creeping around the handles. This padlock's not going anywhere. Not without encouragement. Soft drink crates. A sugary, fizzy way to beat the heat. Nothing inside but a colony of ants.
Aw, man.
Shame. I could go for a sarsaparilla.
Damn ants. Okay, we can enter the physician's office. Oh, items. And settings. Alright.
The local sawbones. This is where all the sharp knives and strong drugs will be kept.
Okay, well, let's go in. Let's go take a gander.
Oh, hello there. Don't think I've seen you around before.
Just arrived in town. Name's Harley Leger. And you're Dr. Sedgwick?
At your service. Welcome to Rosewater and to my clinic. Anything in particular ailing you today?
Just taking in the sights of the room. It's nice. At the same time, I'm like, that's a wash basin. I've seen a couple of these in my lifetime. And just everything in general. The detail's really nice. I guess from the top. Yep, from the top.
I could use something cool to drink. It's hot as blazes, and I am this close to having a conniption.
You'll want to visit the Jack of Diamonds at the end of the thoroughfare. My stock doesn't offer much in the way of refreshment, I'm afraid.
Wouldn't expect to hear a doctor prescribing a visit to the saloon.
A sarsaparilla or weak beer, drunk in moderation, can be a perfectly healthful and thirst-quenching beverage. I'd recommend it over water in any case.
Okay. I was gonna say, I think water would be the better alternative, but okay.
That's impressively clean.
Cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say, and good health starts with good hygiene.
Okay. Oh,
Quite a variety of potions and tonics you've got here, Doc.
It's only a small part of the bounteous pharmacopoeia that nature might make available to us, if only we knew her secrets. There is so much to be discovered.
okay, this.
I imagine you get your hands pretty dirty in this line of work?
It's for cleansing before, not after. I am a follower of the modern European theories, positing that disease follows from the propagation of tiny animalcules living on the surface of the skin. Thorough washing with soap and water is said to eradicate them.
Drown the little bastards, huh?
Something like that.
Okay.
Medical College of Wicks? Never heard of it.
It's in central Rotterdam. Not quite the University of New Britannia, but then what is?
Well, that's just disgusting.
Not disgusting, it's fascinating, awe-inspiring.
To each his own.
Ooh, what's that?
What's in the pouch?
Oh, just some supplies for house calls and emergencies.
I can take it. Ooh. Yoink.
Please, don't touch that, Miss Leger.
Ah. Damn it. I will get it. Either in the demo or in the full release, I will grab it. Let's go get this.
Hey, Doc, is that mess of noodles really what our insides look like?
Indeed, Miss Leger. The human body truly is a marvel.
I suppose that's one word for it.
And I guess we got more points, I believe, to talk to him about.
Hey, Doc.
Miss Leger.
Yeah. From the top.
So, how's the medicine business?
What a question. I'm a physician, Miss Leger, not some two-bit snake oil salesman.
Didn't mean to imply you were.
I'm sure. At any rate, I've not had many patients of late. But that is the physician's dilemma, is it not? We are taught that idleness is a sin. But better that I am idle and the townsfolk healthy than my surgery be full of the ill and infirm.
Got any knowledge to impart about Rosewater?
Oh, well, it's a fine town.
You don't sound too enthused.
I'm sure you'll find plenty to see and do here.
Give it to me straight, Doc. I want to know your thoughts on this place. Warts and all.
Were Rosewater one of my patients, I would say the prognosis is not good. Not since all the Aurum claims dried up and the airship routes opened, leapfrogging over our rail line. The hangers-on keep this place gasping for breath, but I fear they only prolong the inevitable. I hope I haven't discouraged you, but you did ask my opinion.
Why don't you go somewhere else then? What do you know about the other townsfolks? I best be on my way. Let's go the middle one.
You must know all about the townsfolk.
I am well acquainted with all their ailments, proclivities, and vices. But if you're just seeking gossip, you'll have to find it elsewhere.
I guess we can do the top one too, so might as well.
If things are so bad, why not pick up and move elsewhere?
I swore an oath to do no harm, Miss Leger. As the town's only physician, leaving would mean abandoning my patients. There may not be many left to call on my services, but when they do, I am the only barrier standing between them and the grave.
Isn't that a bit dramatic, Doc?
Say what you will, I know where I stand on the matter.
Why not train somebody to take over for you?
I did have an apprentice not long ago, my ward, Nadine.
What happened to her?
Oh, this is no kind of life for a restless young person. I encouraged her to put her talents to use elsewhere. She's ministering to the local native tribe now.
Who is this tribe?
I'm afraid I don't know much about them, just that they have a small village somewhere in the valley. I believe they call themselves the Audam? Autumn? I'm not certain of the pronunciation. At any rate, they don't come to the town, and I imagine the townsfolk mostly let them be as well.
I'll see you later, Doc.
Do take care of yourself.
All right, let's get out of here. And I guess to the next screen. Oh, there it is. Rosewater Post and Publishing. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to tend to a potato. But anywho, we could keep going left. We can pop into the publishing. Let's just go left for a second, because they did mention there's like a bar. And I figured I might as well go check that out. Heads up, I don't know how much I'll be doing a potato check during this demo. That may be quite a bit. I'm kind of running solo in terms of support right now. It's been a fun time. Just a heads up.
Wonder if the whiskey here is any better than the rot gut back in Pierre. Horse pills? Is that pills for horses or pills made from horses? Or both?
I was gonna say both. Wanted poster. Or reward wanted, one of the two.
Looks like it's been up for ages. Wonder if they ever caught the guy. Or maybe he retired from crime. Or died of old age.
Okay, let's check this sign, and then I guess we have an option going up. I'm assuming they mean this way as in back to the publishing. Sorry, I saw the Undertaker building. But anywho, sign.
Shabby, but I've been to worse.
And then let's go in. Actually, no, I said the other way. Never mind. One way or another, we're going to one place.
These seem to be for decoration more than anything else. These seem to...
Okay, what's this? Oh, there's a button. Ooh.
Food delivery for the lazy. Warning, watch the dang door. Signed, management.
Oh, it's the button for the dumbwaiter.
Now that is mighty tempting.
Well, we're gonna press it anyway, so let's press it. Interesting. I guess we can look around, and then we can go that way. Yes, let's look around.
The local populace getting sloshed. The local
Okay, it's the same. Local populace. So let's go this way. Okay, she's going upstairs. Oh!
Nothing upstairs but a bunch of empty rooms.
Okay, then we're done here. Okay, let's escape. And I guess we'll head up or north. See what's shaking up there. Up. Gentleman Jack's Wild West. Rosewater Opera House? Opera House. Sorry, I have the sun right behind me. Ooh, what's this?
This place is falling apart, but these stone tiles were nice. Once.
It says I can pick them up, so let's pick some up. There we go.
This thing's heavier than it looks. Bet I could do some real damage with it.
Ooh, interesting. We have not looked at this. Let's take a quick read.
October 25th, 1850. Dear Miss Legere, thank you for submitting your sample. Your writing shows real potential. I'd like to extend an invitation to meet with me at the offices of the Rosewater Post and discuss the possibility of an extended commission. How soon can you arrive in town? I await your reply and look forward to making your acquaintance. Yours, Joan Gallagher.
Let's look at everything else to this building. I can interact with the building. I'm gonna guess I can't go in right away, but let's look at everything.
Betrayal, murder, revenge. Classic stuff. Never works out that way in real life. Never heard of this one.
Oh. Let's look at this one.
Dr. Bennett Clark, Master of Ethericity. Oh, right, the Ethericity fellow. I didn't know he was working out here. Gentleman Jake's Wild West? Well, this is what passes for entertainment around here?
Alright, can we open it? Sorry, checking the flooring. Open.
Locked.
Yeah, I figured. Alright, let's head to the press office building? Both are where we need to go. Words are great. And let's progress the story. Or the demo. Huh. Second one. That seems appropriate.
Hey, what gives? 2 feet over and I'd be flatter than piss on a plate.
I'll go get the doctor. That sounds right.
Don't you move. I'll fetch the doctor to have a look at you. Doc, come quick. I've got an emergency.
How can I be of service?
Some poor fool's just fallen out a window.
At the Rosewater Post?
Yes, How did you...
Sounds like Joni's in a mood again. Let's go.
Here he is, poor bastard.
Oh, dear. Hello? Can you hear me? I'm Dr. Sedgwick. I'm here to help you. Can you move your legs? Spine seems intact. No obvious fractures of the arms or legs. That, I would say, is nothing short of a miracle. Right. He's in a bad way, but he'll live. I'll get him back to my clinic and patch him up. You are truly a good Samaritan, Miss Legere.
It was nothing. If you'll excuse me, I have an appointment to keep.
Of course. God bless.
Hello, can I help you with something?
I'm here about the writing commission.
Ah, yes, you must be Miss Legere. I believe you and Joni exchanged some correspondence on the matter already, yes?
Yep, got the letter right here.
May I see it, please?
Oh, okay. Also, damn it, good Samaritan. No. I'm supposed to be a bad Samaritan. Okay, letter. Select. Throw it at him. Go.
Very good. Oh, one more thing. Joni's not one for formalities. First names will do.
Noted.
Go up those stairs and knock.
Thanks. What's your name?
Henry Dixon, ma'am. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
Oh, okay, we can actually explore this area.
Cozy.
Very. What's this?
That cabinet's better organized than I'll ever be.
We'll talk to you in a second. Let's look at this and then the printing machine.
They seem to be pretty active around here. I hope that means steady work. Impressive piece of machinery.
Okay, let's talk to the gentleman. Oh,
That cabinet...
Yeah, I misclicked. There we go.
Excuse me?
How can I be of assistance?
From the top.
What's to know about this town?
You picked a fine time to arrive, Miss Legere.
Why's that?
A few years back, you could hardly drive a wagon through the street. It was so full of folk coming and going. I'm sure you've noticed that's no longer the case.
Let's just start from the top for all these. Yeah.
So where did everyone go?
Wherever the Orem actually is would be my guess. There's still some prospectors hanging on, convinced they'll find something everyone else missed. I'm sure they'll all come to their senses eventually.
If they all go, where will that leave you?
Why, getting by, I imagine. Peaceful, quiet life. The railroad still brings some traffic. Folks on their way further west or shipping goods back east. Although not as many as before the transcontinental airship line opened up. Easier to sail clear over the country than ride the rails halfway. Suits me fine, though.
Been working here long, Mr. Dixon?
Oh, about 5 years. I was the first one Joni hired on shortly after launching the paper. Was a farmhand before that. Keeping books is much nicer than tending cow pens, let me tell you.
Anything I should know about the townsfolk?
Can't really help you there. I'm just a simple family man, and we keep to ourselves.
Exactly who was that gentleman just took a tumble out your second-story window?
I haven't a clue. Devil of a fella. Just busted in here and went straight for Joni's office. He wouldn't be put off, but insisted on speaking with the editor immediately. Said he intended to lodge a complaint. Suppose Joni didn't take too kindly to his manner of lodging.
Those are some mighty fine whiskers you've got.
Oh, why, thank you, Miss Legere. The missus tells me I ought to shave, but I'm fond of the look.
As you should be. I'll leave you to your work.
Appreciate it, ma'am.
Okay, so let's go up.
Come in.
Hello, Joan. I'm Harley Legere.
Ah, yes. Nice to finally put a face to the name. Please take a load off. Whiskey?
Bit early for me, but thanks all the same.
Sensible. I like that. I, however, have had a morning, so if you don't mind. Say, have we met before? Something about you seems familiar.
I don't believe so, no.
Well, let's get down to the meat and potatoes, shall we? If you're going to join our little family here, I'd like to know more about you.
Oh, no. Avoid the question, provide a succulent biography, give your life story. Avoid the question. Let's be a jerk and mysterious.
With all due respect, I prefer to let my writing speak for itself.
Fair enough. Speaking of, your writing sample had me in stitches. Haven't spent much time in Lamplight City myself, but your descriptions of the Toffs in Lyon. Hilarious.
That piece was inspired by my last visit a few years ago, actually.
Oh? What brought that about?
Wait. Is this a spin-off to Lamplight City? Because I need to play that one. Still. Which, I mean, I did mention, I may play that next. After, Hawes Barrow. Interesting, okay. Family matters, haven't been in a while, nothing important. Nothing important.
Just had some things to do.
I hope you weren't there for the Lamplight City Expo.
Oh, no, it was before that.
The Expo disaster was a national tragedy, of course. But I can't help remembering it as the week our paper sold more copies than it has before or since. Isn't that terrible? But enough about that. Let's get back to why we're here. I loved your sample, and I like you as well, Harley. So I'm going to go ahead and offer you a commission. I'll pay you 45 crowns for it. After that, we can talk about more regular opportunities.
Fantastic. Hot damn, well, I be. Let's go fantastic.
Fantastic. So, what's my assignment? A scathing commentary on Rosewater's decline? Or maybe a hard-hitting exposé on the plight of the marginalized criminal youth?
Oh, no. Nothing like that. I want you to interview Gentleman Jake Ackerman.
The buffoon performing at the Opera House?
Bite your tongue. Is that really what you think of him? He's a true Western legend. The Achilles of our times. We've got a real opportunity here. Star like that landing in our little town. I'd like something in the vein of your sample. Acerbic and mordant. But maybe not quite so acerbic.
So, a puff piece.
Good, you're paying attention. I want you to make Rosewater look good too. Show me a real frontier hero in a real frontier town.
Where can I find this Jake fellow?
He's taking rooms at the Jack of Diamonds just down the road. And his show is opening today at the Opera House. So he should be around for an interview. I don't know how you're situated here, but you're welcome to use the typewriter in the office.
I only write longhand, but I'd certainly be grateful for a quiet place to work.
Longhand. How charming. Now, if you have any questions before you go, by all means, ask.
All right. From the top.
So, who is the man that went out your window? Not another writer, I hope.
Oh, God, no. You're the only applicant we've had. Don't worry about him. Just a rabble-rouser with an axe to grind. Thought you could burst in here railing about my journalistic integrity. Most folks stick to writing letters to the editor. I tried to calm him down, but... well, it didn't go that way.
I see. The Rosewater Post reported on the Lamplight City Expo?
It was only the biggest story that year. I've still got copies of the article saved. Here, read it for yourself.
I feel like I shouldn't look at this. No, don't look at this. I can't see this. I feel like this is gonna be spoilers for Lamp City game I need to play next. It's a great read. My eyes are closed.
Can I keep
Good.
this?
Frame it if you like.
Fantastic read. Highly recommend the newspaper. Like I said, I closed my eyes.
Any insight you can give me about the town?
It's a far cry from what it used to be. In a way, it's nice not having to hear the noise from the saloon at all hours, but... oh, I don't know. Folk who moved on took some of the charm with them.
What about the folks who stayed behind?
What about him?
I was hoping for more details.
Far as you're concerned, the only person in Rosewater worth knowing right now is Jake Ackerman. If you're so keen to know about the rest, go meet him for yourself.
I'm curious, how did the Rosewater Post get its start?
Well, my dad was a union man. He worked the printing press for the Allied Fall Creek Miners Cooperative. Pamphlets, labour news, that sort of thing. Then the mine owners brought the Blackburns in to bust the whole operation up. My dad was laid up for months and could never work again after. But we still had to eat, didn't we? I took all the equipment from the old shop and started printing up an early version of the Post just to bring a little money in. At first, it was all just community notices and advertisements from local stores. Over time, I got the hang of the whole journalism thing and turned it into a real newspaper.
Can I write about something else? Let's ask.
I don't want to seem ungrateful, but couldn't I write about something else? My style is more observational than, talking to people. I don't know that that's really my strong suit.
We're talking, aren't we? If you want to write for this paper, you're simply going to have to stretch yourself beyond what you might be accustomed to. Besides, it's not as if you have to say anything particularly brilliant. Just get your subject talking and take notes. Finish this assignment, and maybe the next one will be more to your liking.
I'd best be on my way.
Right you are. Wait a minute.
What?
It's just come to me. I know why you look familiar. You're Spitfire Harley.
Goodness. It's been a long time since anyone called me that.
I saw you fighting back in 26 at Wellesley Hall in the Chum. You took out a brute twice your size with a right hook. Pow! It was like watching David bring down Goliath.
I appreciate the kind words, but that was another life.
Maybe so, but for a 14-year-old kid fresh off the boat, it was pretty damn inspirational.
Thanks, Joan. Appreciate it.
Of course. And please call me Joni.
Okay, can we look at your office? Yes, we can. So let's start.
Is this the first edition of the Rosewater Post?
Yep, March 30th, 1845. One of the best days of me life.
Window.
I hope fixing that window won't be too expensive.
I may just leave it for a while. I'm enjoying the breeze.
That's quite a stick.
A memento from my grandfather back in County Donegal. Comes in handy now and again.
I can talk to you again, although I don't think there's going to be many points to discuss. Let's look at this.
Fascinating device.
Isn't it just? To think, I can send messages from here to Bright Bay with the press of a lever.
What will they think of next?
Typewriter.
Nice typewriter.
A first. Good old Sheldon Model 4.
Hey, that's Devil's Tooth. I passed it on the train right here.
Quite a sight, isn't it?
Okay,
The New Britannia Gazette. Keeping tabs on the competition.
Hardly. I kept that issue because they mentioned my paper.
okay. The photo.
You support Leroy?
I'm a proud Labourite, sure. I'll admit he hasn't been my favourite PM. But the way things were going with Atwood and the Traitus, this place would have been swallowed up by an automated newspaper conglomerate. Labour Party gets me vote any day of the week.
Fair enough.
Okay, I guess I can talk to her quickly, although I don't know if there's any more points to discuss, and then we'll go to the interview.
No time to waste gabbing, Leger. Get out there and write.
Yeah, kind of figured. All right, let's get out of here.
See you later, Joni.
Take care of yourself out there. Spitfire Harley, writing for my paper. Now don't that just beat all?
So let's go to the bar, if I remember correct. Oh. Oh my.
Was your meeting satisfactory, ma'am?
Quite so. Did you find any of those butterscotch sweets I asked for?
Afraid not. Only taffy and some peppermints.
Pity. This place seems to lack even the smallest of pleasures. Shall we?
Okay, bye. I feel like there'll be some way involved in the full release of the game. Somewhere in the plot. Oh, hello. I guess I just can't go upstairs, can I? Let's just try for shits and giggles.
I'm really sorry, miss, but Mr. Ackerman's not taking any more meetings right now.
But what if I'm, like, living in one of these rooms, you know? Let's go. Oh, so tempting. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Go!
Look, Pipsqueak. I'm in no mood for games. Get out of my way.
Whoa, whoa, hey. No need to take that tone. I don't want any trouble. Mr. Ackerman's upstairs getting ready for his show. It starts in less than an hour. Why don't you come by and watch? You can come meet him afterwards.
I just need to interview him for a newspaper article.
Well now, that's perfect. If you're going to write about it, you should definitely see the show. Trust me, it's a real dazzler.
Suppose it beats waiting around here.
Okay, can I talk to you again?
Gentleman Jake's show will be starting at the theater soon. You won't want to miss a second of it.
And I can't go upstairs, or can I?
Gentleman Jake's show.
No. Okay, so I guess I can't do anything. I guess I gotta leave. Sorry about that, guys. I had a potato break again. So let's go interview this fine gentleman. And there he is. What a quinky dink. Alright, let's talk to you. I mean, no, oh wait, no, it's not him. Oops. It's the person at the beginning. Even Cooper's agreeing that I was wrong. Anywho, let's talk to him.
You again?
Oh, hey, Harmony, was it?
Harley. What in the ether are you doing here?
Oh, you're not still sore about earlier.
Bottom one.
Nah, but your little friend might think twice about hoodwinking strangers again.
Look, nothing personal. My brother and me are just doing our best to get by.
He's your brother. You just walked away from your brother when your brother got caught, pardon. Middle one actually sounds like a good option. Yeah.
Your brother? And you just strolled away? I ought to knock you into a cocked hat.
Anyone ever tell you got a real mean streak, lady?
You picked the wrong mark, but I can let that go. Hell, with a little effort, you two could be halfway decent grifters. But if there's one thing turns my stomach, it's disloyalty. That's your flesh and blood. If you don't have your own brothers back, who else on this wretched earth is going to give a flip if you're alive or dead?
You made your point. Now can we drop it already? I'm trying to do an actual legitimate job here.
What job? That's a good question.
Legitimate job? So you're not selling snake oil or stock tips or fire insurance?
Nah, nothing like that. I'm selling tickets to Gentleman Jake's legendary Wild West show. Only 20 coppers.
I guess we need to buy a ticket, so yeah.
I'll take one of those tickets.
Swell! And when would you like to come see the show?
Whenever it starts?
Oh, you mean today? Oh, well, I'm afraid I gotta disappoint you there. Sold the last of today's tickets not 10 minutes before you walked up.
Seriously?
Seriously. This ain't exactly the Coliseum. It only fits so many. And folks around here are real excited to see Gentleman Jake in person.
Yeah, I need to speak to Jake.
All right, look. I don't need to see some yahoo firing off his pea shooter. I just want to talk to this Jake fellow.
And I'm sure Gentleman Jake would be happy to meet you if you had a ticket to get in. Course, I might be able to sneak you in quiet-like, but I'd be putting my job on the line. And I can't afford to lose it now. After all, I have my little brother to look after.
Just tell me what you want.
Only a small favor.
Spit it out.
Just help me retrieve something. A small item of great personal value. It's only my pa's pocket watch. Family heirloom, you see.
What happened to it?
It was stolen is what? By that one-eyed scalawag Lola Johnson. Probably stashed it away in the old smithy. She's been squatting in there for weeks now.
Oh my goodness. 2 crowns and we favor all this nonsense. Was your brother? Oh my goodness, a lot of stuff. It's tempting. Ooh, actually this one's tempting. This one's really tempting. Do we ask what the brother is though? I kind of want to know. Let's ask what the brother is. Hopefully it doesn't branch off into other parts, and then we'll do this one.
Where'd your brother get to? Keeping out of trouble?
Matter of fact, he's trying to make good after that screw-up earlier. Decided he's gonna try and get Pa's watch back all by himself. He's real tore up over losing it.
Oh, great, you don't mean me? Yeah, exactly.
If he's doing it, then what do you need me for?
Why, it's clear he ain't cut out for the job. I tried talking sense into him, but he's dead set on it. Wants to prove himself. But he'll be in real hot water if he gets caught, which he probably will. That's why I'm asking you to do it before he goes and does something stupid. I can tell you could pull it off. No problem.
Okay, yeah, this one.
Let me in, or you're going to be sorry.
Oh, come on. It's really not a big deal. It'll take you 2 seconds.
Oh, you can't. Oh, yes. Yes.
Not interested.
Punch.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, are you ready for some thrills? Are you ready for some excitement? Are you ready for some fun?
Woohoo! Yeah!
Then without further ado, may I present the star of our show, the last man standing at the Bleachbone Gulch Showdown, the only man to defeat bastard Billy Boakes in a duel, the man who discovered a gentleman, then gifted it to an orphanage, Gentleman Jake Ackerman! Yahoo!
Thank you, Charlie, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gentleman Jake's Wild West. We got a heck of a performance for you today, but first, allow me to introduce my brave and loyal assistant, Danny Luo. Now let's get this show on the road. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you rope a steer. Keep it going, Danny. Maybe you'll lasso yourself one someday.
The sun beat down upon them as the duelists stood and stared. But Billy Boakes had never fought somebody so prepared. Jake drew his gun, and bang! The bastard crashed down with a thud. The legendary foe lay dead, defeated, in the mud.
And now for a most challenging proposition, perhaps the greatest feat of marksmanship to which a man can set his sights. You see those 5 juggling balls that Charlie keeps whirling aloft in such a dizzying display? Ladies and gentlemen, affix your eyes on that green ball in particular, and do not dare blink. For with but a single bullet, I will pluck it from the very air.
Big deal. You were practically next to him.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our show. Thank you all so much. You've been a truly magnanimous, magnificent, and majestic audience.
And you can take home a piece of the legend. Come on down to the Jack of Diamonds to get an autograph or a souvenir ferrotype. We'll be there until last call. Stop by and shake hands with Gentleman Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Miss Legere, we meet again.
What's the problem?
Well, this young man tells me you're responsible for the condition of his brother over there.
Yeah, what of it?
Listen, I know these two can be ornery, but I can't stand by while folks take the law into their own fists, as it were.
Does this mean I'm under arrest?
Afraid so. Come with me to the station, if you wouldn't mind. 2 assaults in one day. Is it a full moon or something?
I guess nothing. Say nothing.
For what it's worth, I'm glad somebody finally put Jim in his place. But that's all I'll say on the matter. Do keep your hands to yourselves in there, ladies.
Roughed up Jim, did you?
Yeah, I did.
He had it coming. Friend of yours or something?
Far from it. Refreshing to see somebody around here showing a little backbone.
I'm Harley Legere.
Lola Johnson.
Well, how serendipitous. Jem wanted me to get his pocket watch back from you.
His watch, huh?
Yeah, I had a feeling he was trying to pull something.
Seems like everybody in this damn town is. I'm making tracks soon as they let me out of here.
Afternoon, Sheriff Gamble.
Mr. Ackerman, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I heard you got the lady who was raising Cain at my show.
That's right, in the cell there. The one with both her eyes.
Might I have a word with the prisoner?
Go on, then.
Miss Legere, I presume?
Uh-huh.
Way that kid told it, I was expecting you to be at least a foot taller.
Glare. Oh, same to you. Ha ha ha, yes.
You're a lot shorter up close, too.
Hey now, no need to be rude. I was merely hoping you'd indulge my curiosity. In all the time I've been performing, I've never seen somebody so hell-bent on a seat they knocked out the ticket taker. So, what compelled you to do it?
The kid got on my bad side. I didn't feel like running pointless errands. I like punching people. Second option, though, third option is fantastic. I mean, this is correct.
He was trying to send me on some cockamamie quest in exchange for letting me in. I'd had it up to here with his antics, so I let him have it.
I see. Not one to suffer fools, are you?
Not if I can help it.
An admirable quality.
Now that I've answered your question, would you answer a few of mine?
Ah, right. Danny mentioned you'd been asking after me at the saloon. You a reporter for the local paper?
Provisionally. I've been assigned to interview you.
Well, this is hardly the place for it.
Afraid I haven't got much choice about the venue.
Let's fix that, shall we? Gamble, how much for this fine lady's bail?
Oh, let's say, 10 crowns?
Danny, pay the man.
Here you are, sir.
Appreciate it, son.
Now then, won't you join me in my room at the Jack of Diamonds? I got a business proposition. Now that we're nice and settled, permit me to introduce my associate, Danny Luo.
We've met, actually. Not formally, I suppose. Nice to properly make your acquaintance, Miss Legere.
Likewise, Mr. Luo.
Please, you can call me Danny. Everybody does.
So, about that interview.
All in due time, Miss Legere, but I ask you to hear me out first. Danny and I are looking to get some folks together for a job, and I think you'd make a damn fine addition to the team.
What sort of job?
Ever hear of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Of course. The etheric researcher. What about him?
Dr. Clark moved out here not long after the big disaster back in Lamplight City. He kept up his research, even did some demonstrations at the Opera House. Till one day, he just up and vanished. Nobody's seen hide nor hair of him in nearly a year.
So is he dead or what?
That's the thing. Nobody knows. But the real question is what he left behind. We're going in search of Dr. Clark's fortune.
Come again?
The feller was loaded. Somehow he managed to talk a bunch of big money investors from back east into financing his research. All those gizmos and doodads don't come cheap, you know? We find his stash, we'll all be rolling in it for years to come.
Stash? What stash? Surely it's all just numbers on a ledger somewhere.
Nope. I'm telling you, he kept his assets in cold, hard cash.
So you're looking to rob a man blind just because nobody knows where he is?
Now, nothing so uncouth as that. Picture this, a swashbuckling pirate captain, his vessel freighted with treasure. The vast fleets of law and order circling him, closing in. He digs a hole in the sands of some sun-kissed tropical beach to conceal his ill-gotten loot and makes himself scarce. Circumstance conspires to deprive him of the opportunity to return. Now, is the brave treasure hunter who seeks and unearths the bounty guilty of robbery? Or is he just returning to the world what would otherwise lie forgotten and worthless? See, we're not after Clark's personal wealth. The money in question was meant to bankroll his etheric research. Since that's been outlawed, he can't touch it. And it's a drop in the ocean for the investors. They'll never miss it.
How many folks are you planning on bringing into this?
That depends on what we find. But I promise you, we'll all get a fair split. Enough to make it all worthwhile.
What's your plan?
Clark had a lab nearby, a couple miles outside of town. Last place anybody saw him. We poke around there, retrace his steps, and it should lead us straight to the loot.
Uh-huh.
Now, call me crazy, but I get the impression you're not entirely convinced.
I'm not. What if it's all wild goose chase that gets us killed? I'm not. I don't trust you. Oh, sarcastic, yes.
Why on earth would you think that? Couple of folks I don't know from Adam asked me to help them hunt for some money that probably doesn't even exist. How could I not be convinced?
I admit we're asking you to put a lot of faith in us. Hell, I'd probably be just as incredulous were I in your position.
Mr. Ackerman's a good man, Miss Legere. He's never led me astray in all the time I've known him.
I appreciate it, Danny, but I think Miss Legere's gonna need a little more than just your word. Look, I've known quite a few moneyed folk in my time. They all got one thing in common. You know what that is?
They love to spend their riches. They don't give a crap about people like us. Oh, yep, that one. No, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
I don't. Please, enlighten me.
They're good at keeping their money safe. Clark's cash is out there. I just know it. As far as your safety, you dealt with that little troublemaker outside the theater. It's plain to see you can take care of yourself.
I'm pretty good with my pistols, and Mr. Ackerman can talk his way out of anything. But we could use somebody who's good in the fights.
Besides, stick around old Jake long enough and you'll have enough material to write a whole book. Forget a measly little write-up in the local rag. I'm offering you a front row seat to a much better show. So, what do you say?
This would make a good story. I'm in no funny business. The money's as good as ours. Top one.
All right, Mr. Ackerman. I'm in. At the very least, this venture should make for an interesting tale.
I'm pleased to hear you say that.
You won't regret this, Miss Legere.
We'll set out for the lab at daybreak. And please, call me Jake.
Oh, that's it. Thanks for playing the Rosewater Demo. The adventure continues soon. Join the posse, wishlist Rosewater and Steam, and follow the development on social media. So guys, if you liked what you saw, wishlist on Steam, I can say words, follow on Twitter, or quit to title. One of those three options, or two. Pick your option. That was actually pretty good. I like the fact I could punch people. That felt good. No, I actually enjoyed it. It was good. Although I really wish there was a little like a little bit of a warning that hey, this is in the same universe as the what's it called? It's escaping my mind. Lamp City. The one. No, oh my goodness, Cooper. I hear Cooper. Lamplight City, that is it. It would have been nice to have a little like, hey, this is in the same universe as that game. Cause I'm gonna plan on playing that immediately after this. So like seeing that newspaper is like, don't look. Ugh, I don't want to see the plot of what happens in that. Cause now I know something happens. Besides being, destined to be the worst detective ever in that game and punch as many people as I can. But no, I really enjoyed it. The animation was the animation was smooth. I liked it. definitely can see the rotoscoping. I'm definitely looking forward story-wise where this goes. I don't know what else to say. I do want to play it to see what the other, like getting the pocket watch and that, but I don't think I'm going to have time to. So I think what I have is how we'll end it. Then I guess it's time for everyone's favorite session in any Let's Play or any YouTube channel. The shameless plug. Sorry, I always do that. Shameless plug. If you liked what you see, like, follow, or comment. Tell me what you guys think of the demo. Let me know if you played any of his other games before, especially Ben Jordan. Let me know if you've heard of the series. It's an old series, which makes me feel ancient old, but yeah. And subscribe. I do Let's Plays on point-and-click adventure games, and I hear Cooper meowing in the background. Let me hear the cries of his furry people. Yeah, I do Let's Plays on point-and-click adventure games. I just got back into it, because basically I have a small potato, aka child, and my life is pretty busy with that potato. So I haven't been able to stream on Twitch as much, so I basically hopped back to YouTube. Oh, we went back to the main credits. I guess the game was tired of me bantering. Where was I? Yeah, so if you like point and clicks, I do try to aim for some good cheesy FMV stuff too. If you like that too, definitely give me a follow. I am trying to hit 1,000 followers. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, whatever. I also stream on Twitch when I can, also known as when my husband can take care of potato for a couple hours, or maybe later on when I know the finalized sleep schedule, aka whenever they sleep for 8 hours and no wake-ups, the day will come. Anywho, shameless plug. Enough of me rambling. Once again, thank you guys. Once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciated. Hopefully you have a good morning, a good evening, a good night, and I'll see you in the next Let's Play. Bye.